Here's the thing, if you guys want to be everywhere in front of your customers all the time, here's the 5 things you gotta do. I'd write these down. Is automated text messages, automated emails, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. On almost any given day, you can reach your customer through those platforms. And when you have all of them firing off in an automated sequence, that's when your marketing goes nuts. So that's like, if you've seen our ads and you feel like, damn it, I see these guys everywhere, it's because once somebody gives me their email, they're gonna be getting emails for the next 180 days. They're gonna be getting text messages once a week. They're gonna see me on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube almost every single time that they log in. So when they think of marketing, they have no choice but to at least entertain our offer.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Cody Sperber, the Clever Investor here, and I'm super excited for today's training video because it's with my main man, Billy Gene is Marketing. Now, last year at Clever Summit, Billy Gene brought the freaking heat. This guy is one of the top online marketers in the world. He spends hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month buying leads for his own personal brands and his companies off of Facebook and YouTube. And so I asked Billy to come and train us on how to generate real estate leads for our real estate agent and investing businesses. And like I said, he brought the heat. The way he positions his ads, if you've ever wanted to generate leads off Facebook and YouTube, this video is gonna be for you. Now, by the way, down below this video, Clever Summit 2019, my flagship annual event. I only hold it once per year. Tickets are on sale right now, so click the link that you see down below. Billy Gene's coming back again this year, and he's told me that he is going to drop some fire bombs on you guys. All right, I don't know what that means, but that sounds good for us. All right, so grab your tickets at a discount right now. We got Andy Frisella, the founder of the MFCEO podcast. We got Ken and Anita Corsini from Flipper Flop Atlanta coming. Sean Terry, who else? Kayla Maddox, Dan Fleischman. I'm gonna be there. You're gonna be there hopefully. So click that link and grab your tickets. All right, without further ado, let's learn from Billy Gene is Marketing.
We feel like we have to be professional. And what it is we start with nothing. So we believe to be taken seriously, we have to be for something that we're not. A future version of ourselves. But don't forget, people respect the journey. See, in business, there's a scorecard. In advertising, there's a scorecard. You either make money or you what? Or you don't. Stop worrying about what you look like, what other people are thinking of you when they see you. Just look at your bank account. Every time someone talks, just look like, I'm good. Got it? So, be remembered, people. Number one rule of marketing, you cannot win in this marketplace, especially with such a low barrier to entry, where anyone can put up a website. Anybody can create their own Wikipedia and create their own facts about where they've been, who they are. There's so much BS out there that it's important that you stand out. So some of you are trying to be remembered, but the truth is, you're really just making noise. So I had my team pull up some random examples on the internet of what we see people doing in the real estate investing space. Here's an example of one. Wonderful home for sale on Carter Road, just around the corner. Call for the price and the info. Call now button. Guilty or not guilty? Isn't it crazy how like we take a moment and we sit back, we look at what we're doing, and then you compare it to the out there that's actually taking off and you go, wow. Guilty too, by the way. Definitely done it. Just lazy, like I don't want to do it right now. Let me just put this picture up there, okay? Second one, a home is the largest investment. Most of us, I just fell asleep. Fell asleep right in the middle of the ad. I got tired. I'll give you guys a quick tip on your ad real quick while it's top of mind. When people see paragraphs, what's your brain trained to do? Oh, this is too long. I don't got time for this. I need to get back to my cat videos, my Tekashi 6ix9ine. This is not working for me. So one tip for your advertisements is mess with the formatting. Try starting off by putting 6 spaces in the beginning of your ad, and then making another paragraph, and then using a lot of listicles, numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a couple of emojis. You guys be texting people and just send like a kissy face? You don't do that? Okay, wrong crowd. So anyways, continue on. Keep your whole family together in this 3 BHK home at just $31. Yeah. Doesn't work, people. So, are you creating the content or are you creating copy and paste images? Will you be remembered? Will you be forgotten? Are you building a brand or are you just contributing to the noisy marketplace? Since when was boring a requirement to be in business? How can you expect to sell more houses, buy more houses, attract investors if nobody's heard of you? See, what that tells me, if you're not advertising to get your message out there, what you're doing is you're relying on referrals. The challenge with referrals is they're not predictable and they're not consistent. How many of you ever had a roller coaster month before, by show of hands? You killed it in January. Made like 10 grand, as your biggest month ever. You were super excited. February came along, you went to zero. Anybody been there before? Show of hands. I've been there. If you didn't raise your hand, you're lying. It's cool. See, advertising is predictability, it's consistency, it's what makes me sleep at night knowing that we're gonna have customers coming in again and again, and I'll dive more into that in just a moment. So, here's another question. If you have tried to run ads before, how many of you have put your hard-earned money into an ad, so much time, and then it flopped, it did not work? Show of hands there. Almost every single person in the room. The number one reason why that's happening to you is what, for $100? Why are most of your ads just missing? Content, okay, that's cute. They're the same, that's definitely true too. Now everybody's got an answer for $100, okay. Target's off? There's one word I'm looking for, anybody? Okay. I'm just gonna say my $100, I don't think anybody got it. It's being specific. Anybody get that? Be honest, anybody say that? Being specific. So let me show you an example, okay? So when you put up ads like this, Calgary's real estate future, question and answers, hashtag YYCRE, hashtag YYC, BBC, BOG, BIOB, whatever it may be. You're not talking to anyone. Basically, your strategy is to cross your fingers, put up a message from the road and say, well, I hope somebody sees this and happens to be needing to buy a house and doesn't already have a relationship with an investor, a real estate agent, someone, and hopefully they just reach out to me. They have no idea who I am. They do not know what I look like. They don't know anything about my experience, but I want them to buy from me. Damn it, Mark Zuckerberg, you stole all my money. Facebook's such a ripoff. Their whole privacy thing, it's a scam. It doesn't work. That was a little uncomfortable for some of y'all. It's a user error, not a Facebook error. Think of Facebook as a giant billboard. Their only job is to actually show the message to the people that you tell it to. The end. Now, if that message resonates with the audience and they actually take action to work with you, that's on who? It's on you. Remember, social media, billboard, your job to put a message that's gonna compel people to get on the phone with you. That's it. That's the only game that you're actually playing, okay? So, top two ways we like to target for this particular example I'm giving is one is relationship status, but two is email list. A lot of you already have customers or a database. You can upload those into Facebook and advertise specifically to them. You can also purchase lists. There's list brokers all over that you can Google, and you can buy a list of potential clients and upload those. Now, keep in mind, there's different permissions that you need to do that, et cetera, to make sure you're doing it legally, but it's a capability and it works exceptionally well, okay? Now, switching gears to YouTube. And this one I would really take note of because it can help you make more money today. So, how many of you have ever heard of the keyword planner? Show of hands. People have been rocking with Google a little bit longer, you may have. But for the majority that haven't, it's a fascinating free tool. I want you guys to write it down for me, please. Keyword planner. You just literally go to Google, type in keyword planner. It'll be the first link. It'll take you there. But here's what it allows you to do. As I get a little zoomed here, you can go in and type in keyword ideas, and I can type in the exact words, how to sell my house fast. And they will tell me exactly how many people are searching for that a month. You can see right there, well, if you can, it's a little far away. It says, for how to sell my house fast, you're getting about 390 people that are searching for that. Sell my house, 5,400. Sell house fast, 2,400. How to sell your house, 4,400. Sell my house fast, 3,600. We buy houses, 9,900. How to sell a house, 2,900. Is that helpful for anybody? Raise your hands high. It's free. Let me tell you something about 2018 and the climate that we live in. What you don't know will put you out of business. You staying ignorant to this is crushing you. You think it's okay to not really be on the times, to just kind of dabble a little bit in social media and not master this stuff is why your competition is flying by. It's why the new guy or girl comes into the office and they sell more houses than anyone. They're getting all the deals, all the flips. Like, what the hell is that person doing? The broker's just spooning them shit. They're not actually hustling. No, they're just learning stuff and actually implementing it. How many of you have ever woken up in the middle of the night and you just had a business idea and you had to write it down before you forgot it? Raise your hands high. That's what happens when you're an entrepreneur. Now, I want to tell you something. Some of your ideas are stupid. Mine too. So what you do here is you type them in. How to build an igloo in the desert. Okay? Like, is anyone actually searching for that? If it shows you 6 people are searching for that, maybe invite them to a Facebook group or something so you can talk about it, but don't go into a market that nobody's hungry for. Test your ideas for free. Save a whole bunch of time, save a whole bunch of money. Okay? Secondly, what are they watching? This is really powerful. So on YouTube, there's channels. Like on the left-hand side, there's channels and there's certain videos. So there's a video out there right now that's called 15 Steps to Selling Any House in 7 Days or Less. And it's got 359,000 views. Guess what? There's something called placements within YouTube, and you actually have the opportunity to place your ads right on top of that video. And you can jump on the video and say something like, hey, looks like you were looking to sell your house in 7 days or less. My name's Billy Jean, I can help with that. You know how long it would take you to set that up? 30 minutes. First things first, whenever you sit down to write an ad, you have to have a very, very clear objective of what it is you're trying to do, or your message is going to deteriorate, right? So in this case, it's to get them to sell their house to you, okay? Then you gotta have you have to know who you're showing the ad to, which is the divorced female. Then you have to have an incentive. What's the incentive for people to take action immediately? A lot of people sleep on this. And then also to urgency, right? Like, hey, you gotta get this done fast because of X, Y, and Z. The next section, and this is where we gotta spend some time, is grabbing their attention. Remember, when people go to Facebook, they go there to see baby pictures and catch up with old friends and see what so-and-so's up to. So that's who you're competing with. You're also competing with some of the things that the president says. Whether you like him or don't like him, I don't really give a damn. Entrepreneurs make their own economy. Okay? But nonetheless, when you're online, you're competing with all of that. So you gotta stand out. So here's 5 ways that we like to catch or to grab attention when using Facebook ads. Number 1 is the call out. So for example, if you guys all saw an ad that says, hey, are you a real estate investor? How many of you are gonna pay attention to that? It's relevant, it speaks to you. So call people out by exactly who they are. People have pride in their profession and who they are. Hey, black people. I'd have to stop and scroll. Like, well, what's up? You're talking to me. Hey, white people, it's the same thing. Don't do that, they won't allow it. They'll disapprove you. They'll disapprove you and take away your account, so you can't do that for all. I shouldn't even joke about that. Next is use a relevant quote. One of my favorite ways to write on Facebook ads is go to Google Images and search for the exact type of quote that you're looking for. So if you're looking to inspire people right away, put inspirational quote, go to Google, click images. They will show you, no exaggeration, 100,000 memes of different quotes. Now you're Aristotle, just like that. I don't really know who Aristotle is, something like, I think he wrote some shit. Next is use a crazy fact or stat. It's a great way to catch people's attention. Next is ask a question. And the last one is use word formatting, like I mentioned earlier. Next thing you do after you grab their attention, you have to exaggerate the problems. Dean actually talks about this a lot, but it's going layers deep. So it's not just like, hey, you need to move out of your house fast. It's, well, why do you need to move out your house fast? Oh, because me and my husband are fighting. Well, why does that bother you? Well, it's bothering because, the kid's seeing this. Well, why do you care about your kids seeing it? Well, that really makes me torn up when I see my little baby girl hurt because that's my heart and I want her to be happy. Well, why is it important for your kids to be happy? Well, it's important for them to be happy because I never had a good relationship with my parents. Ooh, this got deep. That's where your ad starts. Like the 5th, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th layer deep. Here's the thing, if you guys want to be everywhere in front of your customers all the time, here's the 5 things you gotta do. I'd write these down. Is automated text messages, automated emails, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. On almost any given day, you can reach your customer through those platforms. And when you have all of them firing off in an automated sequence, that's when your marketing goes nuts. So that's like, if you've seen our ads and you feel like, damn it, I see these guys everywhere, it's because once somebody gives me their email, they're gonna be getting emails for the next 180 days. They're gonna be getting text messages once a week. They're gonna see me on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube almost every single time that they log in. So when they think of marketing, they have no choice but to at least entertain our offer. My name is Billy Jean. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me today. I hope it was helpful. Thank you. I appreciate you guys.